Hello guys, it's Ivan here checking in as always. First things first, hope you guys are well. Second, today's video I want to talk about multitasking now. First things first, I think it's worth mentioning that how women are often always bragging about how they're better multitaskers than men. Personally, I couldn't care less, but like when you think about it in a woman's perspective, it's a good thing because most circumstances might call for it. For example, if you think about a woman who has a newborn baby that keeps crying about everything, but they also have other chores to do. For example, if it's a stay-home mom, yeah, they also have a bunch of other chores they have to do. So if you think about things like where they have to keep the baby from crying, pat them down and stop them from crying, and also do other little things that they can't do along with that. Anyway, in this video I'm going to talk about why it's obviously a bad thing to multitask, for those who don't know. Now, 2 points that I want to make: that obviously if you choose to multitask and you obviously have a bunch of tasks that you need to finish up within a given amount of time. So if you're like on a time schedule where you need to finish a bunch of things within a few given hours or something like this, it's a lot better to not multitask, because when you think about it, when you multitask and choose to do, for example, 3 or 2 things at the same time, regardless of being on a schedule, you will end up taking a lot more time to finish however many things that you have to do. For example, if you have some computer homework that you need to finish, but you also have to eat because you're hungry, along with the other chores that you need to do. If you think that you're gonna eat and do the computer homework at the same time, you will end up eating for however long it might be and taking a little longer to finish the homework, however easy it might be. Whereas if you chose to eat first, for even the slowest person, it might take you about 10 minutes to finish the food and then move on to doing your computer homework, which might take you still about 10 or 20 minutes. If you had to do a little research, maybe 30 minutes max. But if you had to do them both, you will end up maybe wasting about 10 minutes, so that would make it 40 minutes wasted, as opposed to saving 10 minutes on or moving on, using that 10 minutes to do something else. So yeah, multitasking bad for business. If you're on a time schedule and you need to do a bunch of things, it's a lot better to do one task at a time, so you devote 100% of your brain power to it and get it done, and then move on to the next best thing. If you can't get it done, do however much you can do at that moment, leave it, move on to the next best thing, as opposed to doing 2 things at the same time. Last thing that I want to also mention that I think is worth mentioning, why multitasking is a bad thing. If you choose to multitask, what makes it a bad thing is, if for example you didn't finish the things that you had to do, in however much time that you had to do them in, you will end up with you will obviously end up with things not done, not half done, and because you're thinking, oh, I'll finish this later on, you that takes up mental space in your head, and every time you keep on thinking, oh snap, I have to do that, but I haven't gotten around to doing it. Same thing happens for other things, so you end up with a mental list of things that you need to do that you haven't gotten around to doing, but they're taking up a lot of mental space, and this is a bad thing, because for one, by taking up your mental space, they also contribute to stress, causing stress later on, because they're taking up mental space. You also have to think about them. You also need to get down to doing that, but you never really find the time to do them. Also, all of these worries, along with other things that life keeps hitting you with, whether that be the terrible surprises, like bad things, I don't know, someone doing something that you don't expect them to do, like something bad or whatever, that might affect your mood, along with these other things that you have to worry about in your head. You will end up stressed out really quickly, and also less efficient, because your brain is already clogged up and you can't even think of ideas. If you're like a creative, it's also bad, because you cannot think of better ways, or come up with better ideas on how to go about a certain something. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.